So today I'm planning on finishing this bomber jacket that I cut yesterday. So next is we need to thread the machine, the overlocker for serger with the right color, the yellow. Um, I don't unthread the machine um, fully and then rethread it. It takes too much time. So what I normally do is I just do the lazy method and I just tie up the new thread with the old thread and then I just pull it through the new thread through. It's easier and it goes much faster, and I I think I've only since I bought this machine, I think I've only like threaded fully threaded it once. Because I don't have the most steady hands when it comes to this type of thing. So I think I only threaded it once, and I think there was one time when I made a mistake, or the thread came loose when I pulled it through the new thread, and then I had to thread thread it right from the beginning, but only that one that came loose. You know, sometimes when we you know, I prefer making use of the right color overlock or serger thread when I do the projects, because it nicely blends in with the textile and the cloth. But some people they just use any color because it's on the inside of the garment, so they don't mind. But everybody does it their own way. It's my preferences. Tie this one up. This is a 5 thread overlocker. So when you make these jackets and you make hoodies and that type of stuff, it's really just for the top stitching that you use the straight stitch or the lock stitch machine. For most of the hoodies and that type of thing, because it's got that safety thread, that fifth thread on the left hand side, you don't need to do any lock stitching, or so the work goes much faster with a 5 thread overlocker. They are a little bit more expensive, but it's worthwhile, you know, if you do this. Also, what I do is I always clean the machine before I start, uh, especially like the last project was the two blue hoodies that I made yesterday, and then those were fleece hoodies, so there's a lot of uh, uh, filth and dust and stuff in the machine from those hoodies. Um, in any case, you pay a lot of money for these machines, so it's important to make sure that they always remain clean. Although they will last a long time, I've got friends that are tailors and they clean their machines not often, uh, but I prefer a clean working space, and I prefer also that the machines remain clean because then you won't pick up troubles. These machines will last many, many years, and I've seen some of them that are really dirty, and they still sew. So, but I prefer the machines to be clean. Uh, and then when you put the next project in, there's no fluff from the previous project on your new garments and stuff like that. Also, the machine, although they are industrial machines, so they can take a lot of beating, I just prefer it to be fairly clean when I start working. Always make sure also that if you keep it clean, then it's much easier if you in the future want to, there's it's not a lot of work to clean it. If you don't regularly clean the machine. And I also want to make sure that the machine is properly oiled always. You know, these are mechanical parts that are moving um, against each other, so it's just a good thing to make sure that they are always oiled. I don't clean the machine after every item that I make, but I at least after every project or a new project, I try and where if I've got 10 hoodies, I will use the machine after the 10 for the 10 hoodies and then afterwards clean it. But so I won't clean it after every hoodie. That's just a waste of time. But I prefer the working space if it is clean and everything is nicely done, then it's easier to work. Okay, and then when I thread the machine, I already tied it up. So what I basically do is I just pull it through everything. I usually start with the cutting the needles here at the bottom, the thread that's going through the left and the right needle, just to loosen everything up, and then I just start pulling these ones are for the left safety stitch, the fifth one here at the back that's coming through the back. I don't pull hard because I don't want to bend any of the parts, not that they will bend, but it's just to make sure that everything is nice. So there's the yellow one that went through now, the one on the left, and then I do the two, the upper and the lower loopers. Make sure they are tight here. Don't come loose, because if these ones come loose, then you have to get there in at the bottom of the machine too. So I just pull them through, they go through nicely and easily. Both of them through the loopers, and there they are. So this is sort of a quick way to do the threading of the machine. And then the last two is the right needle and the left needle. So them you have to pull them slowly so they don't come loose. Okay, so that's a left needle. And now we're going to do the right needle. Usually when you thread the machine, you thread the right needle first, because there's a little hook here on the top where it will catch, and so it's much better to thread if you thread the machine right from the start, it's much better to thread it. You work from right to left, so it's easier to thread the machine the right needle first. Now we just have to do the two needles. These tweezers I've got, it's not the best tweezers. The thread sometimes comes loose when you hold it. But in any case, it sort of does the work, I think. Like I said, I don't have the most steady hands when it comes to these things. But in any case, our right needle is threaded now. It's just a little bit of fluff there, okay? And let's do the left needle now. I must get myself some other tweezers for this machine. Okay, so everything is threaded now. I think it is sort of fine, it looks fine. There's some oil there, everything looks okay. Everything nice and clean, sort of. Yeah, everything looks good. So that's a quick way of threading the machine. And just give it a quick clean. So everything is here, it looks fine. Let's see if I can find a piece of cloth here, just to run it through quickly. So we can just run it through and check that everything is sort of okay. Okay, so everything looks good. The thread is nice and tight. There's the left safety stitch on the left hand side, so that's why you don't need uh, to use the straight stitch machine again, because normally the 4 thread overlockers or 3 thread and 3 thread overlockers just overlock there, and then you still need to do the straight stitch, but this one with a 5 thread does it automatically. So yeah, so this is it. um, Now I can just start with the hoodie. So we're going to with this bomber jacket. So I'm going to do the pockets first on the bomber jacket, uh, and then after that we'll sew up the jacket and the lining together with the bands and the cuffs. Okay.